Are you a negative person? Always getting down on yourself, always comparing yourself to others, always telling yourself that you don't do things as well as you could, just looking at the mistakes you made, obsessing over things that are going wrong. You know that not being that way would help you a lot. You know that being positive would help lift you up to a place where you would be making even better choices, and making better choices would spiral upward to the point where you would start to shed the negativity and start to live in a healthier place. But you might have moments where you try to be positive and you try to make changes and you try to push yourself to do a little better, and you do a little better for a time, and then you slowly slip back into your regular routine. And with that comes the regular feelings telling you you're, not that good, not as good as some other people, you messed up, you made bad decisions, whatever. Or maybe you blame outside forces, you're not as lucky, you don't have the benefits others have. Blame yourself, blame outside forces, whatever it is. It's negativity. How do you get out of it? Is it too late? What I find is there's no one answer that's going to be like shift you headed towards another course where I was negative all these years, and then I found this answer, and now positive, and I'm moving out of that negative space in all areas. We'd like to think there is, and maybe some people have stories of something that did that, but I just find that's not very common. And so here's what I would say. The first thing is to understand that you're not alone. There are millions of people thinking those exact same thoughts, thinking they're the only one, thinking that they're worse, that they made worse choices, that they were dealt a worse hand, whatever. And they think those things, they used to think those things in silence, but now with the internet, a lot of people feel free to anonymously speak their thoughts without fear that anyone will ever find out who they are in real life. And you will find very easily, if you look at certain websites under certain topics, that there's millions of people in your boat. So first of all, you're not alone. But that doesn't make it better. That just means don't be hopeless, because there's tons of people there. But that doesn't mean you want to stay there, because there are also millions of people who live victoriously, excited, conquering all of their fears and their problems. And granted, those people who live very negatively and those people who live very positively are not the only ones. Probably the majority of people are in the middle, kind of having ups and downs and kind of living kind of a blah life. And you don't want to be in that category either. So here's the good news. First of all, accept that you're not hopeless, because you're not alone, because there are people who have switched, many people, although the majority usually stay where they are because of inertia. But you don't want to be one of those people. You don't want to be the majority. So acknowledge, first of all, that, it's okay that you're where you are. Stop beating yourself up. Now, secondly, you want to get out of there as quickly as possible, because it's not a pleasant place. So the second thing you need to do is figure out what's going to set you on that other course. I already said there's not one thing. Am I going to give you 12 steps, 12 different things you have to juggle and constantly keep track of? That's a mess too. Who can keep track of that kind of stuff? Probably half the reason that you are where you are is because you can't keep track of the things you need to keep track of as it is. And then you're going to juggle like 12 different principles or whatever. So here's a very, very simple thing, but it will switch you back towards, or switch you for the first time towards, a positive way of life. I really can't tell you there's any way it won't. It's pretty much foolproof. You ready? It's simple. It's one thing, and it will work. Now, I just told you there isn't one thing, but there kind of is. And this is what it is. First, take out a piece of paper and write down who you want to be. Simple. Write it simple. Right now, I am defeated. I want to be positive. I want to be victorious. I want to be somebody who conquers my fears. I want to be somebody who makes more money, who builds a better home life, who can stay more positive in negative relationships and people that I have strained relationships with. I want to rebuild them. I want to be somebody who wakes up earlier. I want to be somebody who makes healthier choices, exercises every day. Whatever it is, list those things, describe the ideal person you want to be. And then think about all throughout your day how those negative thoughts slow you down, depress you, stop you from making the choices you want to make, and make you feel like you just have to make the hopeless choices of just comforting yourself with food, comforting yourself with television, comforting yourself with the soft choices, because you're so depressed you can't find the energy or the motivation to do the hard choices of the things that would really make your life better. Working harder, exercising, getting more fresh air, conquering that project that you keep putting off but you know will feel so much better when you're on the other side of it. So I still haven't told you what the thing is yet. I just told you to write down to make, get it clear in your head. Now, find your mantra. Find a set of words. It could be one word. It could be a few words. It doesn't matter. It just has to click for you. It has to make sense in your brain. Here are some examples. You could just say, I'm going to be a better person. I'm going to be a better person. I'm going to be a better person. Or if that's too vague, you could say, no more negative thoughts, only positive. Only going to think positive. I'm only going to focus on the positive. Or you can say, I'm going to move a little faster. Nope, I'm going to move a little faster. Just a little bit faster. Or I'm not going to be afraid. I'm not going to be afraid. I'm going to be fearless. Sometimes one word is really the best, just fearless. Now here's the key to why this one thing actually will change your life. You have to do it all day. Every day. In the back of your brain, your negative thoughts have been churning, and they are the engine that causes you to always be where you have been and to continue to be the negative, depressed person that you are. So you have to churn positive thoughts, or just one positive thought, but it has to be all day long. You can't do it for an hour, get through one project and be like, oh, that was hard, but I did it. I feel really good. I'm going to reward myself with a pizza, and I'm going to sit back and watch some television, and I'm going to feel good about today. And then maybe tomorrow I'll do something good, because you'll just start to slip back into it. And I'm not saying you shouldn't reward yourself. I'm saying you need to continue to speak those positive words, or that one positive word, or that positive phrase. You need to keep speaking it and keep speaking it and keep speaking it and keep speaking it in your head all day long as you go through your life. As you go run your errands, you bump into people, they rub you the wrong way. Nope, I'm going to be positive. Nope, I'm going to think the best of those people. As you start working on a project, you find you're falling behind. It's taking longer than you thought. Nope, I'm going to be positive. I'm going to be happy that I got half of it done just now. And if I don't get the other half done, that's fine. But I'm going to work really hard and see if I can get maybe 3/4 done. And that's going to be good. You keep on reciting positivity in your brain. Keep telling yourself, you're doing good. You're doing good. Speak to your own name. You're doing good. Janice, you're doing good. Mark, you're doing good. You're doing good right now. Keep going. Push it a little more. You did it. It's kind of like an inner parent. A lot of us might not have had two perfect parents, and that's not their fault. They might not have had two perfect parents, and your grandparents might not have had two perfect parents. So we all pass down a lot of sometimes negative traits, and so you might need to be reparented, and that's a lot of us, maybe most of us, and you can reparent yourself. So this is essentially what you're doing. You're coaching yourself like a really good kids sports coach, encouraging. You can do it, pushing yourself a little, but also not too hard, giving yourself encouragement all day long, all day long. But this has to go on from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. When you're tossing and turning, think about all the things. Don't think about what you did wrong. Don't obsess over mistakes. Don't obsess over stress of what you have to do tomorrow. Just tell yourself, I'm going to do this. It's going to be good. Visualize how you're going to do everything. And then the next day when you wake up, don't be stressed. Don't be scared. Oh my gosh, I have to do all this. Tell yourself it's going to be fine. We're going to bite off one thing at a time. We're going to be okay. We're going to enjoy the day. We're going to enjoy nature. We're going to look at that beautiful sunrise. We're going to look at pictures of our favorite people. We're going to take a 5-minute break now and look at things that make ourselves happy, not things that waste time. We're not just going to scroll aimlessly through social media. We're going to take 5 minutes and relax and look for some positive things. Maybe we will scroll through social media if we know we're going to find some things that will help us relax for 5 minutes. Okay, that's good. We took 15 minutes. Now we're going to get back to work. But it's going to be positive work. It's going to be good. We're going to treat this project like a game. It's going to be fun. Okay, it doesn't feel fun right now. Ouch, that hurt. I just dropped something on my finger. Okay, that's fine. That's just making me tougher. That's just making me a tougher person. Everybody has things happen to them. It's okay. I dropped on my finger. Pain's going to go away in a couple seconds or a minute. It's fine. We're going to keep moving. Everything's fine. This is going to be a good day. This is going to be a really good day. Speak to yourself in your head all day long, constantly. Don't stop. Continue. Don't stop. And that will change the direction of your life from negativity to positivity. And that will start to get you up higher and higher and higher. And I promise you, you will find that when you start talking to people that you might not have had the best relationship with, the relationship will suddenly be better without you making any conscious effort, because your energy will be coming across as positive, and that will free them up to not feel like they have to be stressed dealing with you. Because if you're stressed dealing with them, chances are it goes both ways. And so you will find that a lot of things that you didn't expect will start to become easier. Things that unnecessarily were problems will start to work themselves out. But don't look for those things and don't wait for them, and don't be upset if you don't see them right away. You just keep parenting yourself and keep coaching yourself. You be your own little league coach and treat yourself like you're a little 4-year-old who's just learning how to pick up a ball and a bat and, just getting the hang of life. Doesn't matter if you're 67 or 82. Treat yourself like you're that hurt, scared little child inside. You need encouragement. You need positivity. Encouragement and positivity. You wouldn't do anything less if you were coaching a little kid. You would give them encouragement and positivity, encouragement and positivity. And if they hit a bump and they stubbed their toe or they got upset, you would calm them down, tell them it's okay, help them get over it, and then get them back on their feet and doing stuff again. Do that to yourself. Treat yourself that way. You will find so many burdens are lifted, so much stress, so much worry, so much anxiety is going to float right off of you as you start to do this. Trust me. Do it for an hour and watch what changes. Do it for an hour and a half and watch what changes more. But keep it up. And if you forget, come back and watch this video again. Hopefully I'll see you guys soon.